Well, here we are back for more Ghost, and this time this is from Charles. Now, I've been away for a while.
Yes, we have done Charles. We just did it before this one. Remember, it was Charles. Okay.
Wasn't what I was going to say. Why do you always think you know what I'm going to say?
Well, because I'm usually right. I guess this is the one of the few times I was wrong. Go ahead, Nathan. What were you going to say?
I wasn't here for Charles, so he didn't get a song, so I'm going to give it to him anyway.
Yeah, I was right. I was right. Don't even start gaslighting me. Okay. All right.
There you go, Charles. Welcome to the Whelpdom. Now, I will say this. This particular song, I was not here for the reaction. So Ryan had me listen to.
No. I haven't reacted to the song yet either.
Oh, you haven't either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna get a different thing mixed up, and I'll explain later. But no, I haven't heard the song yet either.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's a different.
I'll
explain later. You're confused about something. We won't waste your fans' times. All right. It's okay. You had a long day. You're hiking. You're tired. It's okay.
Charles said this. You mentioned this track in your latest video, so here it is to add to your playlist. This is Ghost performing during their Year Zero tour in 2014 at the Observatory, a 1,000 capacity standing room only venue in Santa Ana, California. The footage was recorded on a Sony Cybershot camera, which had better resolution than the iPhones of that time.
Ooh. Very cool. All right, here we go. Depths of Satan's Eyes. This is, I believe, Nathan, what he's saying is we heard this song. Sorry, we heard some songs from the first album just recently. And this, too, I mentioned how they're criticized for being satanic, and they actually have a song called Depth of Satan's Eyes. And so now we're seeing that live performance of said song because I mentioned it. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
All right.
Let's see the Cybershot. Pretty good quality.
Yeah. Feels like that shouldn't work. All right. Now this is from the first album, correct?
I believe so, from Infestium album. Yes.
Okay. And I'm curious about a couple questions.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if I have the answers, but our chat might.
All right. So, like, I can clearly hear that, this is, how do I say this? This is not really the sound that they have landed on more recently. And that's not to say that this wasn't this. This is the sound that a lot of people were familiar with Ghost. Oh, it's second album. Charles says.
Oh, okay.
Second album. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Second album, Infestium.
All right. Yeah, and part of it is that it's I'm hearing this through whatever the most radically advanced camera of the time. The audio of the camera. The audio is not that great. So like,
it wasn't that bad. We've heard worse, that's for sure.
Yeah, we've definitely heard worse. Like, as far as a Ghost song goes, it doesn't grab me like some of the other ones have. This one just goes. It helps me to like place it in history and where it sits in history. But it wasn't really like, and maybe it's just the way that it was on stage there. It felt like nothing was happening. Sorry, I just saw him with his arms out singing the lines, and it's like he's got the mask on and the entire like costume. Like, there's not much you can do in that costume. So, everything be told, like, he's doing great for the way that it is. But the way where things have shifted, and I sure like hearing the newer Ghost stuff. And if this one was kind of like coming up in my feed and I had to make a choice between this and something new, I would not listen to this. I'd move on to the next song, because it didn't like get me excited like the other stuff does. So, yeah.
Okay, so I get what you're saying. No, and I think you're focused. Not that you are, but I think myself, I was trying not to worry so much about the sound of the song, because I agree. Look, I love Scalta. Scalta is peak Ghost, and I think the album before is also peak Ghost. So you and I like the newer sound. We're the fandom that really likes where they're going. And we like some of their middle stuff too, like the He Is and some of the other stuff from the middle albums too, right? So I think the first couple albums is, but like every band, or I should say this. So when I posted that improved Jimmy Fallon performance of Like Rema, I put it on my personal YouTube page. I just made it available to people. 25,000 people have watched it, and everyone loves the audio fix I did for it. Anyways, I appreciate it. But I like Rema. So it's interesting to hear that song compared to this, right? And so there's something different. I don't know what it is. It's just something different about the soundscape. And at the end of the day, even though as much as I like heavy metal, I wasn't a big fan of Stone or what acid rocks, this sludge rock. There's sludge rock. I can't think of the band names. There's sludge. I think it's called like literally sludge rock, stoner rock. And, this is basically this is just the Doors if the Doors were heavy metal. This is Jim Morrison, give him a distorted guitar. That's what the song is, with the Satanized lyrics, so to speak. And that's fine. But I know, and I was watching this. What I liked about this is, again, it's the history part of it. That's what I'm looking at. So yes, this song doesn't excite me the way Umbra does, right? I get that, and that's just shows the growth that Tobias has done as a musician and as a songwriter. And I said earlier, in between our reactions, that I watched, of course, some pirate footage. Yes, I'm sorry. Please, don't get mad at me. Of the latest tour, I saw Square Hammer. There's another great song. It's in the middle of their discography. Square Hammer, great song. And it's one of my favorites. And I think it was around probably that part of Ghost where they started writing these stadium-friendly type songs. And maybe that's what Tobias wants. Well, we know he wants to tour. He likes touring. He wants to perform in front of people. Sorry, I got a lot of different thoughts in my head. I'm trying to put pieces together chronologically. So what I liked seeing here was interesting. Yes, it was interesting seeing the fans. There's just 1,000 fans in this venue. And now we're seeing them perform in front of, you know, tens of thousands of people in stadiums now. They play at Madison Square Garden, right? So there's 20,000 people there. So it's crazy to think that we've gone from this soundscape to people are freaking out over Peacefield and Lacrima and Umbra. And that excites me. And there's a reason why, I hate to say it, dear Ghost fans who really love the first album, the 12, might not like Skeleton. Oh yeah, back to Skeleton or my video. People in some of the comments were, yeah, they suck now, or oh, this is their worst album, you know, and that's fine. They're allowed to feel that way. I'm not saying they can't feel that way. I understand that may have been like I was watching some of the guys in the front row there, and I feel bad for them in some way because they were in the front row. They're banging their heads. That chord, it's a great, heavy, crunchy chord. Like it's not boring. It's not a boring song. Like, of course, if I was there live, go back in time with the knowledge I have now, watch Ghost in these early performances, I'd have fun. It'd be fun to watch, you know. But then you can see those fans just banging their heads like this, you know. And I was like, oh, little do you know that Peacefield's coming down the road. You know, like they don't. Their fandom there. Do they grow with Ghost or do they leave? So this happens with a lot of bands. Bands will change their sounds sometimes. Metallica, right? Some bands will change their sounds because more people like it, and then the original fandom is like, no, that's not who. You don't understand. We were there, and I get it. They feel that ownership to the sound. Okay, so interesting piece of history to see Tobias. Like you're saying, not much is happening. Well, they can't go anywhere. The stage is the size of your living room, and that's what's very fascinating is to see Ghosts just like. They're just standing in one spot because now you see them walking up and down stairs, walking around, going to different parts of the stage. And here they're just like, we have to play in the one spot. We can't move around. And so I love that we have this mobile, big, grand stadium sound. Anyways, cool piece of history. Yeah, the song itself, I feel like I've heard this type of sound before, but not Skeleton, so to speak. So where he's gone now, unique, fun, and amazing. But I love seeing this early stuff just to see where they came from.
I can't remember what I was going to say, but
sorry, I talked
I think well,
that robe is huge. That robe is huge.
Oh yeah, it's massive. If you want to check out our reactions to the earlier stuff or some of the Skeleton stuff, or you can go on Ryan's YouTube and watch the video that he's referring to. Go check him out. That's all we got here. We'll see you.
Thanks, Charles. Sorry, thank you, Charles.
Oh yeah, thanks, Charles.
I come from planet Will. I come from planet Will.